Are you struggling with composition? Perhaps you're looking for a gift idea. What do those two things have in common? Hi, I'm Bryan Peterson, author of Understanding Exposure and Learning to See Creatively. I just came out of the men's room and guess what I found? A photographic opportunity. Right here on this sign, the word bike. What does that have to do with composition and a gift idea? I'll explain. I have a tremendous fondness for letters. And the goal when I talk about letters that I want to suggest that you try as well is to focus all your attention on single letters. Letters abound in the cities, in the country, in the suburbs. They are everywhere. From mailboxes to license plates to wrecking yards to industrial manhole covers, water meter covers, everywhere, including this wooden post that says bike. My particular fondness for letters began a couple of years ago in all places of a junkyard. I remember the letter H well because it was the first letter I'd ever photographed, full frame. That's the compositional tip I want to suggest to you. I don't care what lens you use, but your goal is real simple. Fill the frame with just a single letter. You may have to use a macro lens. You can do it with a wide angle perhaps. You can use a telephoto. Because keep in mind, you can shoot big letters that are found on a lot of walls with these graffiti artists that they leave behind. So, with that in mind, in this particular case, I have a particular fondness for the letter K. Perhaps like George Eastman, I too find the letter K to be strong and incisive. Kodak, by the way, was a name derived strictly because Eastman loved the letter K. He sat down with his board of directors, he said, gentlemen, whatever you want to name this company, all I care about is it begins with K and ends with K, and thus was born Kodak. Not surprisingly, because of my fondness for K, I have also married a woman named Kate. Well, we get down here to the letter K, and we fill the entire frame with just K. I'm using, in this case, my 200mm macro lens. Because it's a classic who cares aperture choice, meaning the exposure does not require any depth of field concerns, I'm going to go to f11 and simply adjust my shutter speed until a correct exposure is indicated, which in this instance is f11 at a 1/250th of a second, and take a look. Now what does this have to do with a gift idea? Well, imagine you've assembled the entire alphabet over the course of a couple of weeks. You'll have a wonderful, colorful, texture-filled collection of letters if you seek out those kinds of letters. You have friends, you have family, you have children, perhaps. What about spelling their name with each one of those individual letters, as I've done with my daughters, Sophie and Chloe? It does make a wonderful gift. Finally, it's all said and done, you've got the alphabet. I'm going to suggest you continue on. Consider shooting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alphabets of letters throughout your travels. Whether those travels be in your own backyard, your own neighborhood, your own city, or around the world. Why? Because you never know when you might need a ransom note. Hey, this is Bryan Peterson saying, keep shooting.